Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're going to take a look at another projector. This is a smart projector brought to us by ICODIS. Let's check it out. Now inside the box you're going to find your projector, a remote, your power supply, HDMI cable, a mini tripod, and a user guide. Now taking a quick look at the specs, this is a 720p native resolution projector supporting 1080p. It has a 10,000 milliamp hour battery that's going to give you, about 120 minutes of playback. You do have two 2-watt speakers, and it also has Android 4.4. You can see that it has 1 gigabyte of RAM. 1 gigabyte of RAM. It has also support for Bluetooth 4.0, which is going to allow you to once again connect this to Bluetooth speakers if you'd like for streaming. Bluetooth keyboard, Bluetooth headset, again, anything that has to do with Bluetooth. And it's a very lightweight and small device. Now, it has multiple inputs that we're going to see in a second. And let's go ahead and take a look at what we see here in the back. On the back here, you can see that you have your power input, USB 2, USB 3.0, which is great, HDMI, you have micro SD reader, VGA AV out, headphone jack, and then you have this on-off switch. And this on-off switch, it just makes sure that it doesn't inadvertently turn this on if you put it in a briefcase or somewhere that you're taking it with. On the bottom here, you'll see this is where you could put that tripod. It has a little kickstand right here that you can use. It does support pan and tilt or keystone adjustment, but the focus is manual. So this is where you're going to do the focus manually. Here you see the cooling on each side and in the front, and pretty much it's a very small projector for, again, the resolution. So if we take a look at this, is how large it is as it compares to the size of my hand. You're going to get 3,000 lumens. As I would look at the specs, this is ISO lumens, but I will tell you that, as you'll see, it can project up to a 200-inch image, and it does it really well, even in a room with lights on. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, what it looks like on, and we'll look at all the features. So the first thing I want you to understand is that I am in my studio with the lights on, and this is a very bright projector. I'm right now around 5 feet, 4.5, 5 feet from the wall, projecting on a wall that is not white, and you can see how bright this thing is. I'll show you what a night shot would look like, or with the lights off, in a couple seconds. I've been able to pull this back up to 200 to get a 200-inch screen, and it's worked really well. The screen, as you can see here, is broken up into a couple sections that we'll go into. You have a home area, a multimedia area that's going to allow you to choose, your different inputs, as well as play local media. You have an app center, and the app store is really the Google Play Store, which is great because you don't have a third-party app store. In the settings area, you can configure lots of things. So you can go into the Wi-Fi settings, Bluetooth settings if you want to be able to connect this to Bluetooth speakers, and then go through application settings and even get yourself a system update. And if there are updates, you can definitely update the device, as well as you can modify DLP settings. Now, under DLP settings, you have some really what I would consider premium features. In addition to auto keystone, which is going to adjust automatically the image based on the angle of the projector, you do have how the projector is mounted. So you have front desktop. So what I'm doing is I'm in the front and I'm projecting that way. You also then have, if you are mounting it upside down, right? So if you were to flip the projector over, and you can see that. Now this one is a pretty interesting mode, because this is if the projector I have right here, was in front of a screen pointing this way. That's why you see the image like this. So again, these are what I consider premium features for premium projectors, and it's definitely there. You do have different color temperature and brightness modes that you can play with as well. So let's take a look at some of the features that you see here from, just to look at what the video playback looks like. Now, one of the things I did is I connected via USB a keyboard. I found that it would be a lot easier to have a mouse and some keys to type off of, and it's really easy because you have two USB ports on this projector. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose, let's take a look at the Nintendo Switch. I have this video that I just posted probably a day ago, because it was released yesterday, and I'm going to get a little bit closer so that you can hear how loud this projector is. So I'm going to go ahead and skip, and I'm going to put it full screen. And the speaker itself isn't at full blast, but it is very loud. Now here what you see is the overall quality and the performance that we're getting. This is streaming from my network. This is a 5G connection, and it's also probably streaming at about 100 to 120 megabits. What we'll do is we'll move forward a little bit so that we can see some more movement on it, so you can see how everything moves. And depending on what you're streaming at, I have to say that the stream is very smooth. So you see how the overall brightness of the screen also is really nice. So now here's another view. I thought I'd put a trailer just to give you a sense of what, like a cartoon would look on this. And again, it looks great. Let me shut off the lights so that you can see what it looks like. Now this is with most of the lights off in the studio except for one that I have behind me. And let's go ahead and play so you can see what this looks like. And you can see that it looks like the colors are just popping out a lot more, but great quality. And then let me just give you a sense of the audio. But everything looks pretty good, and again, the streaming doesn't seem to stutter. Everything is very fluid, and that's streaming direct from the internet from YouTube. So now for this next test, I just wanted to show you the overall video quality from a streaming device. I've connected via HDMI a Nintendo Switch, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to place the Nintendo Switch in its docking station and then switch the input. So I'm going to put the HDMI. As a matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll choose HDMI first. So it's gone in, it says there's no signal. I'm going to go ahead and put in the switch into its cradle so that the image comes on screen. And what we should see is any second now is the switch on screen. So you can see right there the switch is playback, and I actually have Zelda on screen, and I have it looks like a troll or something after me. So what I could do here is just try to run away. But if you look at the overall quality, the quality is great, the streaming is good. I don't have any lag whatsoever with this, and if I do a little bit of playback here, you notice it's working pretty good. So overall, great quality, and you can see that even using Nintendo Switch, which is going to be projecting at 1080p, the projector is doing really well keeping up with it. So overall, performs well. Now switching back, going from HDMI mode back is pretty simple. We do have this remote that was included, and if you press the like the back button on it, you do have the ability to get out. So I'm just going to exit out of this just in a second just by pressing that, and then you come back to this view. Once again, depending on the input that you're coming from, you'd be able to select that device and see it on the screen. Now you can use Miracast as well, so you do have a Miracast ability to actually stream things. You also have this other one solution here, which is HappyCast. And we'll go ahead and go into this so you can see what this looks like. And we'll let it update. And this is going to allow you to stream also things from your devices. Now, I prefer, I think that the one that I think that works the best for me, and we'll just exit out of this, is going to be the direct connection or Miracast. HappyCast is as you saw, it's in an Asian language, and I have not tried well, but Miracast works well as any of the connections that you saw there. So this gives you an idea of what the connectivity is like. So this concludes my review of the ICODIS CB-400 DLP Smart Projector. If you have any comments, leave it in the comment area below. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thanks for watching.